Hi, this is Moses Gumadi. Welcome to my video blog. In this video, I want to talk about the value stream maps. You might have used them in your business improvement, your operations excellence programs, right? You may have come up with a to-be value stream map, which would represent how your improved operations would look like. But in this video, I'm going to show you why your to-be value stream maps may be inadequate. They're not sufficient. They won't give you all the picture. They probably won't help you much. Why? Because of these reasons that I will talk about. The first reason is that you cannot predict the throughput. The number one thing that you need to know. What is the throughput, the new throughput in your to-be value stream map? What is the new throughput? And what is the level of flow time within it? And how much work in progress will be there in the new scenario, and how much utilization of your resources, of your people, of your machines. Can you work out that with a paper-based value stream map, to-be value stream map on a wall? Well, you may say, no, we do some spreadsheet calculations. Good, fantastic, that's nice. Okay, are you using, you incorporating variability in that? Or are you using average values? If you use average values, the numbers you work out are no good whatsoever. Because the moment you put in a variability, the flow times go really very high. And that is going to knock off, right, your delivery times. How will the customer delivery times get affected with that? So you will have no clue if you use average times, average values, right? Thirdly, how do you model complex flows with loops? For example, multiple merges of lines coming in, right? Or you have a rework loop, one rework loop just joining up into the previous activity, another rework loop joining almost 2 or 3 different activities earlier, etc., with a certain percentage. And how will you really calculate them on a spreadsheet? Can you? It's difficult to handle. Fourth, you can't work out the effect of information flows. I can't really see how could you do this in a spreadsheet. Just imagine simulating Kanbans. Imagine doing a whip, a constant whip control method, or maybe try to put up a drum buffer rope. Or perhaps you do not know about these methods. Very effective methods to control the work in progress in order to ensure that your flow times, your delivery times are good, right? Now, you can't create scenarios or you can't experiment. You see, whenever you want to design a to-be model, you need to work out some scenarios. What if I do this? What if I put the resource here? What if I just split this activity into 2 or join this up? Or maybe put a supermarket here, or maybe do a Kanban here. In all these scenarios, how are you going to work out the scenarios? How will you evaluate them? Which is better, which is not? How do you do that? How do you do the experimentation? Now, you can't also do a shared resources, workout. You can't work out the shared resources using a paper-based or even spreadsheet-based value stream map, a to-be value stream map. Just imagine a particular resource, a particular person is attending to 2 different process steps. They do it partially, and then they let the machine do it, and they go off elsewhere and then do the other process again. That's how in reality it works. How will you work that out on a spreadsheet? It's very difficult. And finally, it is very difficult to work out mixed models. Imagine you have apples and oranges coming into your system, and they have some common steps in which both of them go through, and they have their own special steps in which only apples go through, and the other special step which oranges go through, right? And they have loops coming in because of rework or whatever, or maybe scrap. How will you model these complexities? But that's how real operations are, especially in the manufacturing. Even in transactional cases where there are complex transactional cases, they are like that. How will you model these? So is there an answer? Yes, there is an answer. The answer is that use simulation. What is simulation? That's the simulation that you see on the screen. You see, these processes can be modeled, however complex, however, you can put all the merges of lines or loops going on. You can assign resources the way you want. You can, put in machine downtimes. You can put in the variability. You can put in the information flows, Kanbans, convip, drum buffer rope, and all kinds of methods to control your WIP. Also your sales, so your daily planning, for example, if you do a particular way of planning, you could do that. You could also do the replenishment of the stocks. You name it, anything can be done. You could do multi-model simulation. You can put apples and oranges and bananas if you want. You all kinds of things going through the process can be done, and you can simulate and get the right amount of throughput, the right prediction levels of throughput, flow time, work in progress, utilization, and all the balancing, all these key numbers that you need in order to design a to-be value stream map. You can do this, and it is not difficult, right? So this will give you the best way to really predict or to design a to-be value stream map, which you can realistically evaluate and implement. Thank you.